So I'm going to run through my story, basically, where I started, where I'm at now, how I got to where I'm at now, and also kind of my plans for the future as well. So, I mean, throughout school, I was always kind of the kid that all the teachers hated. Essentially, I was just a dick, to be honest. You know, always messing about, could never focus on any schoolwork, hated schoolwork, like just never really had any kind of career in mind essentially. Didn't know what to do at all, out every day riding electric scooters, smoking weed, all of this, just kind of an outsider essentially to everyone else at school really. And that was kind of all through school. Never got on with teachers, etc. And then it kind of came to January 2024 where stuff kind of got real. I was about 17 at the time. It was like, shit, just like finished my GCSEs. I'm kind of just cruising through A levels, but I wasn't gonna, I might have failed to be honest. I wasn't doing very well with A levels. Um, and I just had no trajectory at all. I didn't know what I wanted to do. Kind of like IT, but like I didn't really want to work that job. Um, and basically, I fell. So I did A levels. I did A level for about 8 months. Then I dropped out of that. Found an apprenticeship in IT, which I hated to be honest, because I hated school. Because all the homework, getting told what to do. I fell into an apprenticeship, which I thought would be a lot different, but it wasn't. It was the same old. I had apprenticeship schoolwork to do. I had, college work. I had these calls I had to get on. I had just work to do. I had to be at work at 8:30, finish at 5:30, and it was just like my day's gone. Weekend would come around. Oh yeah, it's the weekend. It'll be gone, like that. Back to Monday, and it was just the same cycle, and I hated it. But I kind of thought that okay, once I finished my apprenticeship and I had no more schoolwork to do, no more college work to do for the apprenticeship, that it would be a lot better. I wouldn't have to, it would just be just work. It would be a bit better for me, but it didn't happen. I finished my apprenticeship. I got a distinction, actually, to be fair. I'm not sure how, but I got a distinction, which I was quite surprised with. And I stayed at the company afterwards. It was only a small company in my local town. There was not much progression in the company either. So I finished my apprenticeship, went to full-time work with them, and again, it was just the same old, at work at 8:30, finish at 5:30. It's just the same repeating cycle that I just didn't really see. I didn't see myself enjoying at any point, essentially. Um, and that did kind of affect me, to be fair. So I was like, right, I need to make a change. January of 2024 came around, and I knew that, I had to find something online. I tried everything. I didn't really give it a good try, to be honest. I tried clothing brand trading, clipping, tried reselling, all of this stuff. I made a bit of money off selling AirPods, which was just scamming people, and I felt shit about it. Honestly, I had people messaging me like, "Oh, that was my kid's Christmas present," and I'm like, "Fuck." So it just didn't really work. You can see some photos here. This is my clothing brand. Chase TPs, not women, was one of the slogans. It was a trading like focused clothing brand because I was trading at the time, and I was like, oh, trading is going to take a bit of a while to kick up and learn the skill. So I was like, I'll make a clothing brand as well. Marketed that, ran ads once. I didn't see any sales. I saw literally nothing. I had lots of people viewing the site, but no sales. Could have been the site, could have been the quality, could have been anything really. And I know that if I stuck at it, I could have made it work. Same with everything really. Nothing's a scam. Clipping, all of this stuff, people make money from it. People make money from it because you see it. But everything takes time, right? But I kind of like, I tried all these things, trading, clipping, reselling, clothing brands. Nothing clicked really. Um, but then I found sales when was it? It was November of 2024. I learned I found out about it through friends and seeing it online. So I started learning it. I looked at YouTube videos, was taking all these notes and everything. I was outreaching for a role, but I didn't really see any progression at all. I was like, right, well, I've been outreaching for a week now. There must be something wrong, but I didn't know what was wrong. And yeah, I was just kind of lost. I knew I wanted to do it, but I was lost. So that's when I invested into mentoring. I invested into sales mentoring. I learned. I was in. It was a network that came with it. I was learning from different people already in the sales space who were high up. I was just taking everything in, and then within I think it was literally 3 days of joining this community and mentorship that and landed my first role. My first role was, it was cold outbound on an account that wasn't even the proper account. It was kind of like a burner account. And it was just cold outbound for that. And I sat on that role for 2 months, just literally working 18-hour days. So I'd do my 9 to 5 and I'd work, 6, 7, 8, 9 hours after work. And I was just, going to sleep at 2, 3, waking up at 7 again. It was really, really draining, and I saw no results from it at all. Had a couple book calls, but they didn't convert, they didn't show up. I didn't really know, I still didn't really know what I was doing. Um, no, I knew what I was doing, but I wasn't on a offer where I could progress, my career, essentially, my career in remote sales. So after I sat on that for 2 months, an opportunity came up, actually working with one of my friends, where I jumped on a setting role, and then I started seeing some really good results. In the first day we jumped on, it was actually me and my friend that both jumped on this offer. We booked 13 calls in the first day. Um, and then it was kind of just about that mark for the whole time. I was making some good money. The closing wasn't the best on the offer, but I was making money. It was my first money that I saw online, so I was like, right, well, I've made it now, but not quite, not quite. It took a bit longer after that. I was on that role for a while, um, and then I jumped on another DM setting offer. I was kind of doing a bit of that. I saw some good results there, but not enough to kind of quit the 9 to 5. I was still working 9 to 5, still hating the 9 to 5. I'd be in my lunch break, just setting on my laptop on my phone. I'd even run home at lunch sometimes to like make looms for applying for offers. I see an offer come up at work, and I'm like, right, I need to run home at lunchtime, make a loom video, send that, submit that, run back to work, finish the day. I was literally just non-stop working, and it really did pay off, honestly. I then landed a really good offer dialing. I was phone setting instead of DM setting now. Never done it before, but my 9 to 5, I was on the phones a lot. So I had confidence on the phones, and I really just took that into the remote sales space. Saw some great results with that, like really, really good results with that. I finally was like, right, I've landed this role. It's nearly a full-time role. Um, Essentially, I could have done it around my 9 to 5, but I was like, no, I'm going all in on this. So I quit my 9 to 5. That was, I quit my 9 to 5. It was just after, I think it was around April time. I can't remember. I had lots of time. I had all my annual leave stacked up, so I just put it all in one place, locked in on setting, landed that really good offer, and was just like, right, I'm quitting. Done. I never even went back. I was on annual leave. I sent an email. I never went back because I hated that job. I did not like it at all. I hated the people there. They were horrible. Even when I quit, they weren't going to pay me what I worked. And I was like, whatever. I found different ways to make money now. So on that dialing offer for quite a while, doing really good numbers. They had 3 mil followers. They had like a team of like 8, 10-ish people. Really good people in the team. Really good connections that I still have. And then once I saw really good success of that, I've now moved into the mentoring side of things. So, it helped me leave my 9 to 5. I'm literally moving to Thailand in, what day is it now? In 4 days, I'm moving to Thailand. One of my best friends. We're going out there to work, to scale, create new businesses, create new experiences, network with people. Because I know I'm going to Bangkok in Thailand. The networking there is crazy. I already know lots of people out there. And that's going to be great. So I've seen all the success. I got out of this 9 to 5 that I hated. And now my passion is just helping other people do the same. Coaching other people, we've had some great results. People already quitting their jobs in the first week. All from setting. It's a really untapped market, to be honest. Remote sales is a great skill to have for any business. The amount of people I know that have started with setting, now running businesses that are making 100k, 50k a month. It's honestly, truly the best way, in my opinion, to get into the online space and then just grow from there, essentially. So yeah, now essentially I'm running, with Ollie Lund. I'm running a one-to-one mentorship with him. The guys are killing it. We're killing it. I'm off to Thailand soon. And with this, I want to help as many people as I can. As many people as I can. I want to help get out of their 9 to 5 specifically, but if it's college or whatnot, anything, I want to help people find their passion, essentially, because I was lost. I was lost in school, lost in my job, apprenticeship. Like, I got it, but it meant nothing to me. It's not like I went out and celebrated. It was just an apprenticeship that I did for 18 months. But yeah, it's now I want to help as many people as I can. I want to obviously I want to travel. I want to have these life experiences that I wouldn't have had if I stayed in my 9 to 5. 2 weeks holiday a year. I mean, you get 4 weeks, but you have to use that for doctors and all this. So you really get like 2 weeks holiday a year. That is not enough for me. It's not enough for me. I want to always progress for more. So yeah, that's the plan. Scale up and help as many people as I can. I want to go to Thailand, Bali, Australia. I want to do Europe, skiing. I want to experience all of this, all working, all with my best friends, all in my network, and scaling together, creating businesses essentially. And that's my story.